HTML forms can be used for all sorts of purposes, and JavaScript is one of the links to taking advantage of this powerful feature. However, things aren't always as they seem, and it's not uncommon to have a web form reset itself and provide unpredictable results after a user has clicked the submit button. Fortunately, there's a simple command that keeps your forms from acting out of character, and in this video, I'll show you how to prevent a form from clearing its fields when the submit button is clicked. So we have this lovely form, and it gives you a little div container here. That's right there. And all the div container is going to do is return the captured information that we collect in the form. Now the form has several fields: a text field for name, favorite color, and this actually is interesting. This is a text field right now. We can enter a number or a value. But if I run this, and notice before I actually do this, that down here the input type for that field is color, as opposed to the first field, which is text. Now, Internet Explorer 5 doesn't support this feature, but if I run this in, say, Chrome, you can see now that's changed into a color field. So we'll use this one because we kind of like that. Let's go ahead and resize that. Now, we also have a drop-down list that has 3 choices for ice cream flavors. We have a radio button, yes or no, so it's a toggle on or off. And then finally the OK button. Now that's down here. And we can see that it's input type, and the value is just OK. And then the function we're going to call is form process. And up here you can see form process, and here's the function. Now what's going to happen here is that the form is going to capture all this information and reflect it back, and using the get element by ID method and referencing that output div container we created there and using the inner HTML attribute, we're going to put this information into a variable called capture here and then put it in the div container with this statement. So let's take a look. I'll go ahead and enter my name. I'll pick a color. Choose a flavor of ice cream. Everybody loves chocolate. Call me no. Now, if I click OK, you might see what happened there. We got a little flash there of the information, and then it disappeared very quickly. Let me just go ahead and do that again. So I'll go ahead and pick a different color now and choose strawberry this time and call me yes. Now watch this div container when I click OK. You can see it popped in there and disappeared. Now what happened? Well, if we take a look at the URL, we see this information right here, okay? So look at this: F name, Jamie, color, and then there's the hexadecimal value, ice cream, strawberry, call me yes. So what's happened is the browser has popped the form back to its sort of values, reset everything, and put it to a new page, and everything appeared and flashed briefly and then disappeared. So that's a problem. It's quite common with any browser. We'll go ahead and try it in Internet Explorer just to see. I'll go ahead and just type my name, put in a color, blue, vanilla is fine, call me OK. You can see the same thing happen there. So it's very common with browsers. Now, how do you defeat that? Well, it's really simple. In the form field right here, we can see we have our form information. I'll go ahead and put a space here, and you use this simple command on submit. And what we're going to do is we're going to say on submit, and it goes equals, and then inside quotation marks, return false. Now, what happens when we do that is we're effectively telling the browser, okay, don't reset the form when we actually fill in the data. So let's go ahead and go back to, say, Chrome, refresh the page. We've saved that, so we're good. I'll go ahead and choose my name, pick a color, any color, choose chocolate ice cream, call me yes. And if I click OK now, you can see the information has popped into the div container. It's everything that we entered. The URL hasn't changed in the browser window. So that's effectively how you do it. It's a really simple feature. It's a little frustrating to find it though. And if you find that your forms are resetting in JavaScript with the browser when you click that button, just use that on submit equals return false, and that'll fix your issue.